Hello, hello. Can braid with me and let's talk domestic violence. Wow, it's been a long time. I find it very difficult to come online these days because of my difficult schedule. And today I have an off day. I was planning on making a video, but plan on dropping a video, but I also have my hair to do. So which one? Not to keep my followers not to keep my followers so lonely and without me for a long time. I said, okay, let's break together and do a chit chat. Yes, guys, let's braid. I'm doing passion twist on my humble self. I'm doing some passion twist on my humble self and sparing me some dollars. Can you braid your hair? Can you do your hair by yourself? Is it even an option for you when you have the time? If not for you, where would I be today? Okay, guys, I'm really misbehaving on this my page. I'm just letting my followers hungry without dropping videos for a long while. I really do apologize. It's due to my time schedule. Yes, a lot has been happening on social media, and the recent one is the death of this bimbo who we learned happened to have burned her family residence and within the process burned herself to death. And I begin to wonder, why would women want to give everything away, forgetting about your children, forgetting about your legacy, forgetting about those children, little ones that are looking up to you? Why would you just want to end it up? At that moment of ending it up because of love, do you even think about the children you're leaving behind? Do you even think about what they will what will become of them? Because at the end of the day, we have these children, so we can be happy, we can make a family, and these children look up to us as their source of inspiration, their source of hope, and their source of everything. So at the end of the day, when we decide to succumb to domestic violence, when we decide to let it go, I call that the the height of wickedness, the height of selfishness, the height of self-centeredness. Yes, the height of self-centeredness, because if you've brought some little human beings to this earth, you have to think about them. You have to think about how they would feel. You have to think about what would happen to them when you're not there. It's true, if we are not there, God would always there's a way. God will always good morning, F Omo. Good morning, happy to see you. I'm braiding my hair, and I decided to, since I'm facing difficulties in creating time for uploads, so I decided to come on here and chit chat with you guys, with anybody that is available. What do you think about domestic violence? Domestic violence. Are the men the only ones suffering, or are the women the only ones suffering? And when do you think is the right time to leave? When do you think it's the right time to leave? And how do we get to set our priorities in our union? Ah, Lower Doreen. Lower Doreen. It's been a while. How are you, sweetheart? How are you? Happy to see you, Lower Doreen. I'm braiding my hair and I decided to come on here and let's do a chit chat about domestic violence. And you're laughing, right? Because it's been, the streets are dirty, so it's been a long, long while. I'm doing some passion twist. I'm using, I'm doing the crochet method because that's what is easier with me. That what goes with me. Yeah, because you're not consistent. Yes, I'm not consistent. I have a lot on my table. I have a lot of work on my table and I have a lot of things to do, my family, my kids. So I just find some time to like mix up this YouTube thing and in life. Yeah, yeah. So, but the priority for now it's my family first. As I was talking today, I was feeling like I have some time to braid my hair. Why not talk about all the recent happenings, domestic violence, and how we can decide when we can decide to move away from it, because it's really alarming when we have children. We have that responsibility to report to them. Yes, we have the responsibility, the duty, because they are looking up to us. We have that duty to cater for them, provide for them. But at the end of the day, most of us lose focus and we begin to we prioritize our love lives first. That is why many things are happening around us today. We prioritize our love life because we really need to know when and how to set boundaries, when to leave a relationship. Violence must not only be the exchange of punches like blows or what, there is verbal violence. That is why courtship is always very important in every relationship. When you have that courtship time, why do people even have courtship? That is a time where you take to even study your partner, to know their likes, to know what turns them on and what turns them off. So you can set some limits. You people can have some limits. Talk about your relationship, your goals, talk about your point of interest, what is interesting you, what is your husband's point of interest. Talk about your overlapses, where you should not, what you should not do, what you should not do, some kind of violent words. I cannot stand a violent partner. Yes, nobody wants to stand a violent partner. Love is supposed to be sweet. Love is supposed to be wonderful. Love is supposed to be a wonderful thing that two people share together. Love is not supposed to be like a feel for punches and a feel for abuse, a feel for I don't know, because most of the times I want to blame some of us women because some of us are so loud when it comes to our tongue. We can blah 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 blah, and we push the men to to become violent or to become abusive with their words. But at the same time, we should know. I'm still saying we should know how to set our limits. We should know our limits. Yes, because when I look at this, when I look at this FOMO, oh, my Niger Connect. Nagode, nagode, nagode. When I look at this Bimba's case, it's really a sad case. They have 5 kids together, and When I look at the circumstances that led even to her final moments, it's really sad because it said her parents want her. Her parents have struggled. Even some recent videos that are coming up showing how the husband was even verbally abusive, even to her parents. When you see people that will go that extent to talk like that, you have to really mind your ways. You have to really mind your ways. Because when I watched one of the videos where the husband had a confrontation with the mom, I was like taken aback, like, what? How would a husband even start to talk to a mother like that? How possible is that? And I have one advice for every married couple, those that are still in courtship, those that are hoping to get married soon. Like, know your boundaries. Know your boundaries. And when it's not going, please leave. Do not try to force things. Do not try to force things. Do not try to make things. Do not try to make things happen. When you see it's not moving, leave. When you see it's not moving, leave. Do not force things. Do not take things out of proportion. If you try dialoguing and nothing is working, leave. Leave for your own sanity. Leave for your life. Live. Life is worth living. Life is worth living. Why would you die for love? Why will you put an end to your existence for love? And I learned immediately she died. The husband put up a terrible post. He got backslash, and see, I hear the reason for his arrest even today is because of the post that he put up, like, finally I am free. Why would you live in a marriage where it's like a bondage to you? Yeah, it's like a bondage to you. If the person that is supposed to be your number one support team passes on to glory and you're happy about, then no, you were obviously in a wrong relationship. Because people would wail, people would cry, people would want to die because their partners their partners are no longer there with them. But when you find a partner going to jubilate on social media, when you find a partner jubilating on social media after the demise of the spouse, no, then you begin to know something was obviously wrong with that relationship. Something was obviously wrong with that relationship. My prayer for everybody is that we should know when or how to leave. Yes, we should know when to leave. When things are like going out of hand, we should know when to leave. We should not try to force things, because many people want to force things because they are scared of what people would say. Oh, I used to think that these couples were an example for others to follow, but how can it come to this level? Yes. Would you rather be alive and happy, or trying to mend your life, or be dead because you were trying to prove a point? You were trying to make people think, okay, my marriage was a bed of roses. Will you actually die for that? This still comes to this our singer, our gospel singer, Osinachi. She hid everything, every pain, until she carried it to her grave. Every pain, she carried it to her grave because she was trying to protect something. She was trying to protect the image of the church. She was trying to protect her husband's image. That same husband that does not even have an out of love for you. That same husband that will hit you, would stop you from seeing your family. No, 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 no. Any husband that will not allow you to visit your family, to talk to your family regularly, that is bad news. That is a red flag, a big red flag that you're not even supposed to give attention to. Yes, domestic violence is real. Domestic violence is real. And one advice for us women, try to have something doing. Try to bring something to the table. If you just go in as a regular housewife, I bet you that relationship that started like a bed of roses will end up being a bed of hell, because nobody wants to shoulder all the burden. Nobody wants to shoulder all the burden. You pay the electricity bills, you pay liability bills, you pay for all the taxes, the car taxes, you pay for food, you pay for everything, the children's health, the children's education, and then your wife is just there sitting like a decoration. Some of these things are the causes of domestic violence, yes, because the men get fed up. The men get fed up, like nobody is meant to come and kill themselves for you. They get fed up. When you overdo something, normally people will get fed up. Try to generate income. There are many ways of generating income nowadays. Many ways of generating income. Look for a way, if it's online marketing, or you do your vlogs, or you sell something, or you invest in something. Do some small business. Add something to the table. Don't just let your husband shoulder it all. When your husband shoulders it all, there will obviously be a problem. That is what is happening with most of us women today. We just want to let the man shoulder everything. Yes, you are the head of the house, so because you're the head of the house, you have to shoulder everything. No, 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 no. There's a limit. There's a limit to everything. There's a limit to everything that a man will take. Yeah, there's a limit to everything. There's a limit to his patience. There's a limit to everything. He might be patient. He might be like, okay, I want to shoulder everything, but at one point, by you just going out there and you bringing something by surprise, like, and you say, oh honey, I brought in something today. Oh honey, please don't bother paying for the tax of the car today. I got some money. Honey, let me just chip in this. And your husband will be like, wow, she even has that mind to chip in something. It will be a big relief. The money that he was supposed to chip in maybe for the tax, he's going to use that money to do something else. That is an added advantage to you. That it spices up your marriage. It spices up the relationship. It makes your husband look at you with a different eye. Yes, like, after everything, my wife is industrious. My wife is not just a sit at home and eat, feel the space kind of wife. No, she's bringing something to the table. It makes him proud. It makes him give you some certain level of respect. It brings peace in the house. Like the burden is being shouldered by two people. Yes, even if he says, I want to shoulder everything, but just for the fact that you just use your own initiative and try to help him shoulder part of it, makes him proud of you. It throws in more light into your love, into your marriage, into your home. You would find that there is happiness. There's happiness. But when you just allow everything for him, some of the men will even go ahead to tell you, I don't want my wife to work. I don't want my wife to work. I want my wife to be at home. I can take care of everything. Yes, you can take care of everything. Some men want to take care of everything. It's good. But that does not stop you from being industrious. You can still go ahead and decide to support him. Surprise him with one move or the other. Bring something to the table. Yeah, bring something to the table. This situation is really a sad situation because as as at the time of her demise, she was just a housewife with 5 kids. Yes, it is said that she helped the husband achieve what he had. She helped the husband have a big, or she helped him grow in business. But that was not all. Helping your husband grow in business and just coming back to be a regular housewife will not bring peace to your home. There are some times that you need some certain things for yourself. Not everything that you need that you run to your husband, honey, please give me this. No, it's boring. It's boring. Not every time you run to your husband, please, honey, give me this, honey, give me that. We women, sometimes when you want to look deeply, we are the cause of domestic violence in our homes. Because we will not only bring something to the table, we'll just decide, okay, I should not, my husband has said I should not work. For that reason, I'm just going to sit. You can bring something to the table, just surprise him. I watched one video of a Nigerian lady. The husband, I think they are somewhere in Austria, and the husband took her abroad, and the husband had lots of debts. And but the husband told her, it's always telling her, please don't worry, don't bother. I am the man. I am a Nigerian man. I'm going to do everything for you. I'm going to take care of you. That's my promise. I'm the head of the home. But you know that this woman went secretly. I've been following her. She went secretly, and every money that she has, she started saving, 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 doing her some of her online businesses. She was doing her small, small businesses without telling the husband. And she was saving up that money. And one day, when the money was like a reasonable sum of a reasonable amount of money, she decided to take that money and go and pay her husband debts off. She paid off her husband's debt. You needed to see that video. This man cried. He was so surprised. He was so shocked. He was so overwhelmed. Those kind of surprises will boost up, would lighten up the atmosphere in your home, will make your relationship grow stronger. He would have been thinking about how he's going to raise money to pay that debt. He must have been stressed for a while, thinking of providing for his family, thinking of raising money to take care of his debts and all of that, of all the bills and all of that. Considering he told the wife not to work, just to be a stay-in wife, housewife. But this woman went ahead secretly, secretly gathered that money, and then came and gave the husband the surprise of the year. Wow. Gave the husband the surprise of the year. If you're the one, how would you feel? How would you feel about your wife? Obviously, very proud. Nobody wouldn't be proud. Nobody wouldn't be proud. I saw how he went down on his knees. He cried. He thanked God for a wife. There are wives and there are women. That is what is called a wife. He said, honey, that is what we are supposed to be doing in our homes. If your husband say, do not work, yes, I can take care of everything, yes. Bread, for your own sanity, for your own peace of mind, for your own integrity, you can go ahead, have your small side hustle. Once in a while, chip in and support your husband. Don't just be a liability. Don't just fill up space in the house. No, 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 no. No husband will want that. If you just come and surprise him by adding to something, he will be proud of you. It will make your love grow stronger. But when we decide to just be stay-in wives and add nothing to the table, that is when some problems will start coming in. Very soon, rudeness will enter. Very soon, disrespect will enter, come in, because you are a liability. You have nothing you're adding to the table. You have absolutely nothing you're bringing in. Nothing will make the man happy. At the end of the day, please, women, let's try to know when to leave. Know when to leave. And before we take certain actions in our relationships, in our homes, let's think about those little humans that we have created, those little humans that God has blessed us with. Let's think about them. Let's think about them. Let's also know when to leave and when to seek for advice. When it's becoming too much, when physical abuse has entered, not only vocal, not only verbal, try to seek help. Tell somebody, tell a friend, tell a family member. Do not try to shoulder everything by yourself, because maybe you're trying to prove a point. My friends know my marriage is the best. My friends know my marriage is good, and because your friends know your marriage is good, you want to hide it. You don't want to let them know that this is what you're going through, and you end up dying in silence. No, 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 no. It won't help you. It won't help you at all. Know when to seek for advice. Know when to leave. Marriage was meant to be a beautiful thing. Marriage was never meant to be a die or do thing. No. When it becomes physical, think about the mental abuse of the children. When it becomes physical, think about your children. Think about yourself. Think about your parents. There are so many things to think about, rather than just giving up for love and even thinking or even becoming suicidal. Speak up. If women like Osinachi, may her soul rest in peace, spoke up, help would have come. Yes, do not always try to prove a point to save your marriage, or to try to prove that no, we are so much in love because of the statuses we are putting on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram, our pictures. People must not know the other side of it. No, it is all gloomy, it's all glare, it's all bright, it's all shining. So we must stay in there and die. No, my brother, my sister, when it's time to seek help, seek help. When it's time to seek help, seek help. Seek help. Seek help. Let's learn to seek help. Let's learn to seek help. Let's learn to seek help. Let's not wallow. Let's not wallow in pain, in shame, and then end up giving it up, or losing everything that we hope for, we have been living for, just because we want to protect a marriage that is not there, a marriage that is abusive. No. Think about your children. Think about those little human beings God has blessed you with before taking any action. So guys, I said let me come on here while braiding my hair. Let's talk about this domestic violence in this bimbo's case. It's a sad situation, a very sensitive one. But when things like this happen, we have to learn from it. We have to learn from it. We are so rest in peace. And for anyone that is going through situations like this, learn to speak up. Learn to speak up. Do not try to protect what is not even existing. Do not try to protect what is not existing. You're trying to protect the image of your marriage. You want the world to know that it has always been good, 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 good. You don't want people to know, no matter the pictures we are putting on Facebook, all is not well. I need help. Sometimes even the pictures that we put on social media will even take us to our early grave because they are all lies. They are all lies. We always put the ones that are green, 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 green. People will think, oh my dear, this girl's life is just green. I wish my life was like her. That is the reason why when we face these difficulties, we cannot come because of the picture that we have already painted out there. We have painted that picture of a beautiful marriage. We have painted that picture of a marriage where your husband lavishes all his wealth on you. We have painted that marriage of a bed of roses. So when these difficult times come, we are ashamed. We go into our shells. We don't know how to speak up because the picture we painted out to people is not a picture we want people to see. But my dear brother, my dear sister, it's better people know that you were just posting those pictures and then you have your life rather than people coming to write RIP on your picture. It will be so sad. It will be a sad thing for people to come and write RIP. Meanwhile, it was just a situation where he could have been saved if we're not trying to let our pride take the better part of us. Domestic violence is real, and this domestic violence is not only being made on the women. Some men do face it because some men are married. Some men, sorry, I'm using S with them. And some men are married to to supermarkets. I know us women, we don't have the strength to fight. We have the mouth to talk, and some certain things that we can say. Some things that we say, it's even heavier than even the blows that they give us. So let's say no to domestic violence. I'm going to come back to show you what the hair looks like. And I'm sorry for all my followers. I'm really, really super inconsistent. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I'm super inconsistent because of work schedules and a lot of things. But guys, like I said, know when to swallow your pride and seek for help by telling your loved ones all is not well. All is not well in this marriage. Everything is not moving on well. I am suffering. Stop, forget about the pictures you have posted on Facebook, on your Instagram, how your marriage is all a bed of roses. Forget about all those things. Forget, swallow your pride and show your family, show your loved ones, show your friends the reality of what you're living so help can come in. Do not always try to protect. My husband is the best. My home is the best. Who husband is the best without help? Who will help? So domestic violence is real. My dear brothers and sisters, know when to leave. Be it verbal, be it physical, know be it emotional, know when to leave. And let's not always try to let our pride take our ego, take the better part of us. I'm going to be putting up the finished look on my page, Sherry Bell Braids in Gwangju by Sherry Bell, or on my TikTok, Expat Sherry. So if you want to see the finished look, then follow me there. And then you would see it on TikTok, Expat Sherry, on Facebook, on my braids page, the Sherry Braids in Gwangju. You're going to see it there. I love you all, and I'm really sorry for the inconsistency. I'm going to try to come on once in a while to drop some videos, but it's difficult with family and work and business and all of that. So do have a blessed day. Loe. Thank you for coming, sweetheart. Do have a blessed day, and I'm going to try to be consistent. Domestic violence is real, and it happens to both the male and the female, not only the female. And when you have situations like that, try to speak up. Do have a blessed day. Bye bye.